So we are finally back to YouTube. And as you can see, I now have a very short blonde hair.
Walk through life. Every day is a new beginning. Shine your light. It's a day and the world is waiting. Move along to the song, singing in your soul. Feel the beat, clap your hands, let's take control. All you need, all you want, are you ready to find your way? 'Cause every day is a new day. And everything's going your way. And you wanna make it last forever. We'll keep it together, 'cause it keeps getting better.
Well, that's because my long hair has been too damaged, or at least the part that has been bleached repeatedly. So after I take a shower, it would all like form into like clumps that if I try to comb it, it would all get pulled off. So every day I lose a ton of hair, and it's so frustrating that I decided to just cut it all off before I transition to black. The thing is, I still have my bleach. I still have the purple shampoo, so it's kind of like hard to go back to it when I still have all the products to make my hair Queen of the Dragon again. But let's see. Well, to update you, the reason why we have been away from YouTube for like a week, well, that's because Ralph, after his outpatient visit to Riverside Hospital last August 13, he came back this time for confinement last August 15. So we went in August 15 in the morning, and we got discharged August 19 around afternoon. Of course, the issue is still his asthma, but this time it got coupled with COPD diagnosis. He has been having chest tightness still, and it seems like he has a problem with his throat. It's like he cannot swallow a medicine, and if he drinks water, he kind of chokes on it. So he's gonna have to see Dr. Von Vinke probably tomorrow to have it checked. Plus, he also has nasal infection. He had a nasal x-ray taken, and it turned out that his frontal sinus and left ethmoid sinus are infected. So the doctor said that the antibiotics that she prescribed him will mostly cover the issue. And speaking of medicines, he has 2 pages of medicines. He has prednisone again, which explains why he's now all swollen. He has like swollen lower limb and swollen neck. He said he feels so fat now because of that. But the Dr. Jimenez prescribed him with furosemide that he could take when he needs it, because there are times that he is really whining about the pressure in his neck and thinks it might just explode, and you know Ralph. Also, he has Spiriva now, which is the most expensive of all. It costs $4,700 each. So I'm not sure yet if that will be good for 1 month, because it doesn't really say there. It does have a gauge, but there's no way of knowing if it will reach like the whole month. Aside from Spiriva, he still has the what's that? Symbicort, which is also kind of pricey, but that and Anoro are way affordable than this Spiriva. Aside from that, he also has like 750 milligrams of antibiotics, which is gonna be done on the 26th. I won't even go into details the other because there's just too much. Even the nurse who gave us the like discharge instruction. She's like, oh, this is the first time I've seen like 2 pages of medicine to instruct to the patient after. But if that will take care of the issue, why not? The devastating thing about the whole experience is he cannot drink coffee. He cannot eat chocolate. So he thinks like he's being punished. His Mr. Chips was almost policed by the doctor. Because whenever she comes into the room, she would really see the junk foods that we have there because it's just piled up on top of the refrigerator. And when she sees it, she really checks if there's caffeine in it. One she caught was she caught something there that has caffeine, so she said like, no, not this. And I said, that's for my brother. Ray was the one eating that. So the whole experience with this Riverside Medical Center thing is new for me because the last time I had stayed in the Riverside Medical Room was when Mama was still hospitalized. And that was it. I was never hospitalized. And now that I'm back, it's like, okay, I was still trying to compare it to doctor's hospital because the doctor's hospital, when you first arrive, it's like you're attended to right away. There, yeah, we were attended to, but we had to wait in the ER for 12 hours before we get our private room because of so many people there coming due to dengue cases, and mostly adults. So I did not vlog because the experience was not something so good for me, because when we got transported by the ambulance, something happened in the middle of the highway. The ambulance bogged down, it got overheated, and Ralph inhaled some of the smoke that came from the engine. It was too much. I was not feeling well at the time. Ralph was hyperventilating that he had no choice but to squat on the ground, and Ceres and other vehicles passed by and they were like, oh, what's going on? It was so embarrassing. And there was an angel that just appeared out of nowhere. There was this cute teenager girl that gave Ralph their chair because we were kind of far from where the residents are, and she just appeared there and offered Ralph a chair when it was actually time for Ralph to get into the cab, because miraculously it was a Monday and all of the transportations are so full that who would have thought that an empty taxi would pass us. So the moment there was a taxi there, Ralph went in and he didn't even get the chance to say thank you to the girl. But it was really, really nice of her. So from the bad experience, something good came out of it, I guess. But yeah, I didn't really feel to vlog at the time, because for me, when that happened, it was so exhausting. It was so traumatic that I'll pray that that will never happen again. Hopefully. Well, thank you for 911. By the way, 911 is really working now. If you don't know, Philippines just recently launched its 911 service, and I thought it was not operational in the Visayas region, but I tried it. They were actually the ones who contacted the ambulance that bogged down, but they also tried to help us to get a backup ambulance, but it didn't reach us, and we found the taxi first. So overall, it was okay. Good thing is we're back home, and we're gonna vlog again if we have the time, but I am not feeling well too. I am also coughing. I have actually been sick the entire time Ralph was hospitalized, but yeah, well, we're gonna be okay soon. I hope Ralph is gonna be okay soon too. Although, you know, COPD, it's chronic, it's like forever there. All we have to do is just try to control it. And much thanks to Dr. Ares for being so patient with us, and to all the resident doctors and the nurses and staff in Riverside Medical Center the time that we were confined, especially those nurses that Ralph kind of like yelled at when he was hyperventilating. Thank you so much for all your patience. If you get to watch this, I didn't even get to hand out some cards because of course who would have thought that we would be confined. But yeah, we will be back to vlogging again, and I hope you look forward to watching it, and please subscribe to our videos and our channel. Bye!